Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Kyle, and as you might be able to tell, we're headed back into another episode of The X-Files. This time season 1, episode 20. I am ready for some spooky things. I actually did end up watching a short film prior to this that I didn't react to because it's just a little bit longer. I just wanted to absorb it. It's called Sounds of the Deep. Very good short film if you want to go check it out. Great way to get in the mood for something like X-Files. This has definitely become a go-to thing with me. So, what will we see? We're on episode 20. There are 24 episodes, I believe, in this season. Yes, 24 episodes. We are barreling towards the end. So, what will we see? Will Mulder have stuff going on with his sister? Will there be aliens that we find out? Those are like the two main arcs of the season. Mulder has unresolved stuff with his sister that we saw in the previous to the last episode, and the alien conspiracy. I don't know. It's going into these episodes is a bit difficult to analyze because you never know what you're stepping into with an X-File episode. You could be going into one about cloning, like Eve, or you could be going into one about weird stuff happening in the Arctic, like ice, or one like the last one with werewolves. So who the heck knows? But thank you for coming along on the journey with me. As always, I put my conspiracy hat on you, and I put one on myself. And let's get to some spooky things. Like if you want to like, full version is in the description. Olympic National Forest, Northwest Washington State, present day.
Let's face it, this thing could kill us all.
Should have been gone 2 days ago. No one would listen to me. One of us has to hike out.
That person might not make it in time. He might not make it down to the road before nightfall. Split up, take our chances.
What have we stepped into?
You stay here. Tell us how it turns out.
Are they lost in the forest being attacked? Are we like going Blair Witch and something? They want to get out of the forest before darkness comes. Looks like they might be like a logging company. They are definitely freaking out. Like, no one is keeping their cool, that's for sure. And they're all going in different directions. If y'all do want to get out of the forest, some of you aren't going to. Some of you are going to go deeper. It's so easy to get lost. So easy to get lost in the forest. I've been in a few national parks. You just go 5 minutes off of the trail, turn around, and it's like, what?
I don't think I can make it.
What comes at night? Is it fireflies that eat you? Do do do. All right, truth is in our forests this time.
Rugged, manly men in the full bloom of their manhood.
Right, so what am I looking for?
What?
Why? What happened to them?
In
They all
words,
disappeared?
they vanished, or so it would appear.
That's quite the scandal.
The guys who drive spikes into trees, sabotage logging equipment, and otherwise make life miserable.
Eco-terrorists or militant environmentalists.
1 week later, all radio communication was cut off.
Do they know why?
No,
It appears as if these monkey wrenchers are doing more than just a little mischief making.
that's what the lumber company and the Federal Forest Service are accusing.
Do I dare ask why?
In 1934, a WPA crew working that same area vanished without a trace.
And you suspect what? Bigfoot?
Not likely. Come on, Scully, it'll be a nice trip to the forest.
If you ever come back. You would think that 30 people just up and vanishing in Washington would be like a really big deal. Wouldn't they launch some kind of manhunt? Or do something? I would like to think that if I ever vanished, someone would come looking for me.
Fox Mulder, this is Dana Scully. We're with the FBI.
Oh my god, that jacket. Those colors. There were like 1 million people with those jackets in the 90s.
What's in your windshield there? Is that a bullet hole?
22 caliber.
Somebody take a shot at you?
Let me get this out of the way. I have no quarrel with these eco-terrorists in principle. It's their methods I can't condone.
Do you think they'd go so far as to kill a man?
Something happened to them.
Steve Humphreys, head of security for ship Emergut Lumber.
Mulder, Scully.
You get the impression that we walked into the middle of a war that's already started?
Mulder's very excited. I'm not sure what about, but he's very excited.
No, environmentalists have pretty much made sure that all the land you see here is untouchable. Forces to take our timber where we can get it.
Well, you know, that's kind of a good thing. I'm all for preserving forests. Like,
Tree huggers. Those are the same kind of boys that had gone up to Canada during the Vietnam War.
deforestation a real problem.
Damn it. Homemade tire spec.
Indiscriminate terrorism. Can you imagine somebody putting these down or spiking the roads of Washington, D.C.?
Okay, you're using the word terrorist just a little bit willy-nilly at this point. I mean, I definitely agree that they're breaking the law and doing some bad things, but I mean, come on, it sounds like an agenda is being set up. These people aren't blowing up buildings.
Anybody here?
Someone forgot to clean their plate.
Looks like they
It's
left
like-
in a hurry.
Yeah, they just looks like everyone got up and...
They forgot to pack.
Is that what I think it is?
Somebody really turned this place upside down.
Whoever did it didn't want the fact broadcast either.
Radiators are all full of rice. Looks like sugar, sand, and all the crankcases. They really did a number here.
Well, you're right about one thing.
What's that?
Definitely wasn't Bigfoot.
Well, maybe he's taking a new diet, you know? Maybe Bigfoot likes some rice.
Look at that.
What is it?
Don't touch it. Don't disturb it.
Oh, no, I've never seen anything like it.
Scully, are you really gonna... I mean, unfortunately, I think a person is gonna fall out of this thing, but...
Cut it down?
No, why? No,
Yeah, I think
don't.
so.
Leave it alone. It's just doing its thing. Nothing good is likely... Oh.
You all right, Scully?
Pull me down. Put me down. Put me down. These are the words that would be coming out of my mouth.
Oh, God.
So here's an interesting question. Did something put this person inside of here? Or was this, like, some kind of creature going through metamorphosis?
No, more like all the fluids have been bled from its body. Almost like it's been cured.
She is touching that thing with her bare hands. She is touching it with her bare hands. God only knows what kind of things are inside this thing.
Some kind of spider's nest or insect cocoon.
Fuck kind of spider is this? I would get out of this woods so fucking fast. No. No.
Spider.
I see a spider big enough to do that. Jesus Christ, I'll burn the whole forest down. Screw eco anything. Launch a nuke at it. My guess is it's going to be one of the monkey people, and we're going to get some tension ratcheted up here. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be one of the loggers.
Who are you?
Yeah, that's one of them.
I don't know what happened to them. Probably the same thing will happen to us when the sun goes down.
What are you doing?
He's probably a murderer as well.
I'm no murderer.
You're a liar.
Let's just hear what he has to say.
Yeah, we don't shoot people randomly.
I'd start thinking about how to get that generator started. Darkness is our enemy.
Can we not be vague? Let's actually use our words. What's going on?
Why did you say the darkness was our enemy?
That's when they come. I don't know what it is. They come from the sky. Take a man right off his feet and devour him alive.
What kind of BS story is that, huh? You believe that?
Well, considering what you found...
What?
A man caught in some kind of insect cocoon.
More rats in the woodpile.
Okay, shut up. Jesus.
Why not just hike out?
It's more than a day's hike. No way we want to be caught out in the forest after dark.
What are you guys doing out here?
The kind of camping you do is a federal offense.
Just hold off a second, okay?
No, he's
Yes.
right.
Y'all are not helping the situation here.
What about the offense against nature you perpetrate?
We operate completely within the law. We pay for the right to take those trees.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got news for you.
You gonna take this man's word over mine?
All you've done so far is stir the pot. I don't like you.
It's out there.
What? I go out that door, somebody's gonna attack me.
Did find something in a cocoon.
Even to whip up that cocoon just to save a few trees. And I'm gonna prove I'm right.
Go out into the darkness and die. Be gone with you. The sooner you're not in this story, the better.
Hey, here I am. Oh, come out, wherever you are. Come on. Huh?
What do you think?
I think I'm gonna suggest that we sleep with the lights on. This tree must be hundreds of years old.
At least. This tree's 500 years old if it's a day, Steve.
Hey, look at this. What would this represent?
Yeah, every ring represents a season of growth. You see these? These are 500, 600 years old.
So what the heck was that one ring?
Don't you think you should be interrogating this man?
I don't think he did it.
Well, I think he did, and I want him arrested.
Steve, where are you going?
I'm gonna hike down to your truck, get on the horn, and get some people up here who'll take some action.
This yellow ring's got something living in it, some kind of tiny bug. Well, parasites attack a tree in a variety of ways, but they always attack the living parts. I mean, even if they're borers of some kind, they wouldn't be working so deep in the tree.
Could they have been living in that tree for hundreds of years?
I don't see how.
Yeah, then again, this is the X-Files.
They appear to be hatching out of the porous wood.
When they build a cocoon, maybe they woke up hungry.
So I will say this, if these are bugs that are doing this, there are certain parts of the storyline that aren't jiving, if that's a word. For example, the sabotage to the engines of the car. And like, if this guy is about to be missing his keys, are we suggesting that like these bugs have some kind of hive mind and they're intelligent? Because that would be one heck of a leap. And where the heck did they get the rice? So I can understand, for all his annoyingness, this one dude with the shotgun, his distrust of the monkey wrench dude. But at the same point, I don't know. It's a bit interesting to see Scully and Mulder take such a backseat to the dialogue. Like, they actually haven't had a whole lot of dialogue, and it's been a lot of back and forth between the sheriff and the overheated dude and the monkey wrench guy. So I would like to know Mulder's opinion of this and Scully's opinion of this. Maybe I'm giving the monkey wrench dude a little bit too much credit. Maybe he is a little bit insane and thinks that like people are sacrificable to whatever this is. Is that a word? Sacrificable? This guy's out in the dark though, so I'm pretty sure he's about to learn what Mother Nature is really capable of. I'm not saying I want him to die. I just don't want him to be in the story anymore. But if his death facilitates that,
All right, you monkey wrenchers, come on out
I'm
now.
okay with it. Yeah, that's not great. I don't think you're going to be able to run fast enough. Can they get in the car? I mean, unless you can seal the vents closed, probably. Stop. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, back up. Back it up. Oh, nope, they're coming in the vents. You are done for, my dude. Peace, love, and bye-bye. Roll down the window and crawl out.
They're either dead or they're asleep.
It's the light. They don't like the light. These obviously are not your ordinary bugs.
What is this surface stuff he keeps finding?
And this tree is what, 500, 600, 700 years old?
Yeah.
This whole chain of mountains running from Washington to Oregon is still extremely active. Well, after Mount St. Helens erupted, there was a large amount of radiation that was unleashed from inside the Earth.
An insect is a complex animal. A mutation would take years and years to evolve.
What if it's some kind of extinct insect larvae in that ring? Thousands, maybe millions of years old, lying dormant
Until those loggers cut down that tree, unleashing the very thing that would end up killing them.
No more of this. We got rid of the one.
Maybe us.
Humphreys might have just hiked out of here. We don't know that he didn't.
Oh no. What are you gonna do now? You're not seriously gonna do what I think you're about to do. Okay, so you're insane, and Humphreys was insane, and y'all are just insane.
Looks to me like you're planning on cutting out of here.
I gotta save my friends.
So why are you sneaking around?
Freddie, Forest Service guy, wouldn't go for it. He'd never trust me. Now, I could get there, I could be back here in the morning. We can all drive out tomorrow.
Mulder? Mulder?
You gotta trust me, man.
Mulder, he is a wanted person. Don't do this. This can't be good for your career if you let a felon just walk away from you.
I'm not getting any reception, so the receiver could be trashed.
What about transmissions? Can you send a message?
This is a call for help. Is there anyone at this frequency?
Is there a reason that they can't leave that I glossed over, that I missed? Besides the fact that I think Mulder may have let him take that truck.
What happened to the gas can?
Spinny took it. He left early this morning. He took a battery and some gas. He's gonna come back for us in the morning.
What, he give you his personal guarantee?
Oh, Mulder.
You stop to think that the man who gave you his word has made an art out of sabotage?
At least now we got one chance of getting out of here alive, which is one more chance than we had before.
This generator's got about a quarter tank left, maybe less.
Well, then we gotta get back on the radio. We gotta send out a mayday.
Every drop of fuel we waste is fuel that's gonna keep this Jenny powered tonight.
Okay, you're surrounded by wood. Start a very large fire and just keep it going throughout the night. There's a solution to this. There is a solution. That being said, you guys no longer have any kind of transportation. This is very uncharacteristic of Mulder to make a decision like this.
Mulder.
Look, it's done. I shouldn't have let him go. Let's just move past it, okay?
Look, I think we both have a pretty good idea what happened to those loggers. You mean, would I have made a decision by myself that would have affected the whole group?
Oh, will you cut the sanctimonious crap?
What do you want me to say? Let's face it, Mulder, we might die up here. If we're lucky, they'll find our bodies spun up in a tree, or they may not find us at all.
This is a tense episode.
What are you gonna do?
If we gotta spend the night in here, we gotta do everything we can to make sure the bugs stay out there.
Be careful with that. It's the only bulb that works.
What? Oh dear! Oh dear!
I can see them. Look, they're coming through the wall down where it's dark. You see them?
Oh my gosh!
Really?
Go. Stop it!
Don't! No!
Stop it! Stop it!
You see them? Mulder, get them off me!
They're not just on you. I think the light keeps them from swarming. We'll be safe as long as we stay in the light.
You know what this is? I realize that this is way before Doctor Who. But is this not Doctor Who in the library? Is this not? Maybe Doctor Who, or what was his name? Oh, I can't remember. Maybe the writers of that episode saw this episode of The X-Files.
I'm okay.
We got an hour and a half till sunrise.
And then what? It's over a day's hike out of here. We won't make it on foot by nightfall.
Well, I'm not gonna give up on Spinny. He gave me his word he'd come back to get us.
I am telling you, you should have built a fire. A very large bonfire. They're not that hard to keep going, and they produce a lot of light. Oh my god, I would just start crying. I would just huddle in a corner and start crying. What is that? Oh, son. Whew. Y'all got lucky. Very, very lucky.
Maybe we can patch this, or at least get it to hold some air. With the spare in your truck, maybe we can limp down the mountain.
Oh, that's right. They ran over something that took out their tires. That's why they're stuck here. Oh, Kyle.
Oh, it's a Jeep.
Leave it. I radioed for help.
What happened to your friends?
They didn't make it.
What's to stop people from coming back up here? Oh, dear. Well... now y'all are really fucked. You can't even start a fire with the rain.
Get out of there! Get back in the car!
Isn't he in the headlights? Oh, never mind. Well... okay, he's gone. And here they come. Light! Any kind of light. Any kind of light source. What is happening? Obviously, we're not about to kill Scully and Mulder. What's going on, guys? Maybe they cocoon them, but you don't die, like, right away from being in the cocoon, and it takes a while, so they're gonna find them and rip them out?
Repeat, that's an emergency evacuation.
Okay, they're still alive.
2, possibly 3 victims.
I need to know why like, we're gonna talk at the end. We're gonna talk.
How did the test come back?
Your respiratory charts were good. Our entomologists are still trying to determine the specific epithet of the insects you encountered. She's still not out of the woods, so to speak. She lost a lot of fluids. 2 or 3 more hours of exposure.
How did they sedate them to keep them in? Oh,
They're
no.
quite certain that by using a combination of controlled burns and pesticides, they will be successful.
Okay, well, we have our question answered of what's going to stop people from coming back here. My guess is the government's not going to let people come back here. They're not going to end on Scully being in, like, a coma, are they? Interesting. All right, everyone. So that was my reaction to episode 20 of season 1, or episode 19. Sorry, nope, 20 of season 1. That episode was a little bit all over the place. It had a really good concept. I really liked the concept. But I think one thing that drug it down just a lot was, like I said in the beginning of the episode, there wasn't a whole lot of Scully and Mulder. It was just a lot of bickering back and forth between the Humphreys guy and the monkey wrench dude, which I didn't particularly like. It detracted from the story quite a bit. Mulder's behavior in this episode was just all over the place. I did not like it. I don't think they wrote him very well in this episode. There were just a lot of things that they left unresolved. The whole beginning of the episode was what happened to these 30 men, which kind of just immediately stretches this credulity of 30 people up and disappear and no one wonders. We just send in 2 FBI agents who don't have a lot of experience with this type of thing. And then when they do get there, you know, clearly something has happened, but they don't really investigate it all that much. And then, like, when Mulder did let Spinney, I think his name was Spinney, go, I can't see Mulder making that decision. Like, I do understand that he has an out there mindset, but I don't think he would allow a felon to just walk off and hope that he comes back, especially because Mulder had to be aware of the risk he was taking. I don't like that they portrayed Mulder as like this unaware dude of like, oh yeah, I guess I let him go with the only gasoline, and that's really out of character. Then he got in a fight with Scully where Scully kind of came at him really hard for a second, rightfully so, and then they kind of just glossed over it, and it, you know, like didn't add anything to the episode. I was very confused with that. Yeah, this episode, it was just all over the place. Great concept, but just all over the place. And then to leave it on Scully being in a coma, I feel like this could have been drawn out over more than one episode, but at the same point, I got kind of like Ice vibes from this episode, only instead of Alaska, they're in northern Washington. And they did a good job with Ice, because, I mean, it basically was kind of the same story. You're in a isolated area with no way to leave, and there is this creature that is causing concern. So they handled it remarkably well with Ice. This one, they just didn't seem to be able to pull it off nearly as well. I don't know. I think it was just, like I said, I think they tried to shoehorn in too many ideological concepts. I don't know where the hell that was coming from. I'm not taking the side of people who are against logging. I understand the necessity for it. I'm not taking the side of people who are for logging. I think that it does overdo itself at some point. I'm not entirely sure why this episode was so driven by that narrative of both sides going at each other. Yeah. Anyways, like if you want to like, and full version is in the description. I will talk to you guys later. Take off your conspiracy hat, and I will take off mine. Peace.